Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Well, depends on where you are. Might already be Shabbat or almost Shabbat, or it might be not Shabbat. But anyways, Shabbat Shalom. And also Chag Sameach. Well, late also for Purim. And if you're not familiar with Purim, study Esther, the book of Esther. It's a fun holiday. I mean, we dress up in costumes and eat hamantashen, which are amazing cookies, and just have a lot of fun. But it's also it's a celebration of something really heroic and significant, marking the victory of good over evil, of Hashem over the evil one, the enemy. And here we are, years later, thousands of years later, in the same situation. If you have not heard yet already, His Excellency Prime Minister of Israel, Netenyahu, if you have not heard what he spoke just a few days ago, I strongly recommend that you listen to him. He came the third time to warn and to share what is on his heart for the protection of Israel, and not just Israel but the world. And interesting, it's no coincidence that the same time, Purim, the same time, same timing, but yet thousands of years later. And so we can see, and it's true, that we are dealing with the same enemy from ancient times. Interestingly enough, again, no coincidence, that it was Haman, and it was in Persia. We were dealing with the enemy in Persia, and here we are now, modern day Persia, Iran, the same enemy we are up against. But we know how the story ends. We know that Hashem will save his people, and Israel will always be his, for he is faithful to fulfill his promises. And it is written of the things to come. We know how it's going to be. So, yeah, Chag Sameach, Purim, and definitely check that out. His speech was awesome. It was amazing. I cried. Yeah. What was it I was going to talk to you about? Okay. Shabbat. Somebody asked about Shabbat. Okay. But I think this video is already really long, so watch for the next video. Okay, but for this time, for now, I will just say Chag Sameach. Maybe you haven't celebrated Purim yet this week. Maybe we're gonna go to a Purim party, whatever the case may be. Happy Purim, and yeah, have fun. Shalom.